ABC Weather Lab. Here's Eric's forecast.
Thanks to some dry air moving in the upper levels, we were able to clear out the clouds and just have a wonderful evening for the kickoff of Festival International this evening, or just a wonderful evening to get out on the back porch, maybe have dinner outside or take the dog for a long walk this evening. But things are all going to change as we head into the overnight hours, as showers and even a few thunderstorms will be moving in. But I think the better chance for the stronger, the severe storms will be late in the morning as we head into the early lunchtime hour before things clear out, setting up another great evening tomorrow night. Here's the storms and showers that have been making their way through Texas, are inching their way closer their way towards Louisiana, and eventually we'll head towards Acadiana, I think, by the time we get to 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Heavier showers are moving into the Arklatex region, and I think that's where the heavier showers, at least through the overnight hours, are going to remain up towards the Shreveport area. But you do see these scattered to moderate showers making their way just to the east of Houston. We have seen a couple more fire up, a little bit on the stronger side, but I do expect them to stay below severe levels at least through the overnight hours. But they have begun to bring at least a little bit of cloud cover back in across Acadiana over the last couple hours. You can see we cleared out and made it for a beautiful evening, but now those clouds are beginning to work back in, and eventually we'll start to see those showers move in as well. So through the next several hours, we're dry, but I do think as we get closer to the 4 a.m., that's when we'll begin to see at least a few isolated showers beginning to move through. But most of this will stay on the lighter side, just light to moderate showers through the overnight and into first thing by the time you're waking up tomorrow morning around 6 o'clock. There you see those scattered showers possible, mainly Lafayette on eastward, but we will be watching this line of storms developing as we move later on into the morning, tapping into a little bit of the heating of the day. And you can see beginning to really fire up across western Acadiana around 9 o'clock, getting closer towards us by 10, and then making their way towards Lafayette around 11 o'clock. And it's going to be a decent line of showers that'll produce the possibility for some damaging wind gusts, maybe some small to large hail, and a brief tornado cannot be ruled out as you start to see some of the darker shades showing up. And they're more the isolated cells, and I think that's how it's going to be, more isolated, stronger, the severe storms. All of us do seeing some, at least some heavy downpours through the morning and into the early afternoon, especially down towards Morgan City and Iberia Parish. But things should begin to clear out later on in the day, and we should hopefully dry out and maybe even get some sunshine just in time for tomorrow evening. Now, taking a look at our other models, paints a very similar picture. Dry for the next several hours, but as we get closer to 4 o'clock in the morning, begin to see some scattered showers push into portions of Acadiana, mostly on the light side. And even by tomorrow morning at the morning commute, most of us might be seeing some breaks in the rain, but there's that second line that's going to develop, and that could be the stronger one. Really starting to see the darker shades showing up on the map, so this will be a very strong line of storms. But what you do notice is it's a very thin line, so it's going to produce some very heavy downpours, 30-40 minutes, but then after that it should move out, so that will lower our flooding threat. So that is at least the good news with this system moving through pretty quickly. Out of here by 1 o'clock, still maybe down towards Iberia to St. Mary Parish in the afternoon, but most of this is out of here, and we should begin to dry out by tomorrow evening, so no real issues other than maybe just some damp grounds for festival tomorrow night. Those clouds clear out and we get plenty of sunshine, and with a fresh northerly breeze, things will be absolutely perfect heading into Friday and then into the weekend for Festival International. But as mentioned, we will be watching that line of strong storms moving through tomorrow afternoon. Marginal risk Lafayette on to the west and to the north, because I think that's a little bit more in the morning. Hasn't quite gotten into the instability heating of the day, but you do see Lafayette down to New Orleans as we move later on into the afternoon, get some heating into those storms. That's where they have the better chance of seeing the damaging winds, large hail, and isolated tornadoes. That's where they have the 15% chance. So we'll go maybe Lafayette on eastward, but we'll still have to watch those storms as they begin to develop tomorrow morning and push through Acadiana. As I mentioned, with this system kind of moving through a little faster than expected and just more or less a narrow band of showers, rainfall totals have definitely come down, and I think this is going to be a pretty good estimate of what we see tomorrow. Anywhere from 1 to 2 inches, so a good soaking for most of us, but with the dry conditions of late, shouldn't have any real issues, and I'm not really seeing any hot spots, so I don't think flooding will be too much of a concern. We'll still watch for maybe some training that could lead to some higher amounts, but overall, I'm expecting no real flooding concerns tomorrow. So in the meantime, mild night clouds building with the showers arriving after 3-4 o'clock in the morning, 69 for the overnight low. Starting off with those strong storms first thing tomorrow. Still could have some heavier rains, 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches, but showers should begin to come to an end tomorrow afternoon. We clear out and looking fantastic for a festival weekend. 81 Friday. low to mid 80s into the weekend. Plenty of sunshine, so make sure you have the sunblock with you if you're going to be out there, and maybe mix in the water to stay hydrated along with some of the other beverages you might be enjoying at Festival. And then very spring-like into next week, mid 80s with some slight rain chances returning, but not looking at any widespread weather in the long term. It's all about tomorrow. Possibility for the storms first thing, so make sure you're tuned into Good Morning Acadiana with Daniel Phillips. He'll have the latest on those storms moving through, and hopefully we can get them out of here before Festival tomorrow night.
All righty, thank you, Eric.